Hey everyone, this is Lord Shadrach. I've not made any videos on this channel in ages. I've been rather busy making ASMR videos, autonomous sensory meridian response videos. I mean, it's been ages since I've actually, came back to this channel. Since this channel seems to have the biggest, subscriber base, although barely anyone watches my damn videos. I mean, it's a new decade, a new year, a new day, and I don't even feel fucking accomplished. To be honest with you, I really fucking hate how my life has turned out. I mean, I'll be 34 this fucking year. I don't feel like I've done anything productive. I mean, I'm not doing anything more than just standing around wasting my life away doing nothing. Nothing productive. Nothing great. I mean, when I started making videos about 12 years ago, I was getting a useless history major. I mean, my God, I wish I had done something more productive. I wish I'd done something more in the way of astronomy, or something in the way of an auto mechanic, or something in the way of being a nurse or something, or, something that's actually useful, like a STEM degree. But my mathematics was very poor, to say the least, and I'm lucky enough to even have graduated because I struggled through college. I really fucking hate my life. I really do. I could be doing something more than this. How come I tried even joining the Air Force, That didn't turn out the way, of course, that didn't turn out like I thought it would. I didn't go in. And here I am, just wasting my life away, just doing nothing, being nothing. I mean, I'm lucky to find a marketable job skill, but I still don't feel fucking accomplished. I mean, here I am, about to be 40, and I really don't like where my life has gone. I really hate it, and there's a lot of goddamn things I want to do. Sorry, Jesus. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, I'm not here to talk religion. But it's like people continuously dig at my old wounds, and they have the audacity to point out something I did years ago in the way of some dumb banana video, or my dumb debate with Desert File, or other crazy nonsense, and yet here I am just wasting away doing nothing, with people comparing me to Christian Weston Chandler. Oh God. Like I am that pathetic. I think the difference between him and I is that at least I can point out how fucked up my life is, in the sense that I didn't amount to anything. And yet he runs off into his damn imaginary world. Why do you even compare me to that goofball? I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying my best to do better. I want to do better, but here I am, just still backsliding and just amounting to nothing. And here I am, just pacing around my house, fucking wondering why I'm even doing here, and trying to even find something that can get me out of the misery in the sense of amounting to nothing. It's just very infuriating that I can't be what I want to be. I want to travel the stars. I want to work for the government. I want to join the military again, or try to go in the military again. I don't know. I mean, I started running. I picked up running, I'm actually doing a lot better in the way of health, and I've lost some weight. I dropped down from 189. I'm now at 173, so I guess that's good, And I now have at least a marketable job skill. I won't disclose what that is, but okay, I work security. Big deal, okay. But I still don't feel accomplished. I still don't feel as though I'm doing great. I don't feel happy. I feel as though, unlike most people who say that they've done 1/100th of what they want to do, or what they hope to do, I feel as though I've done 1/1000th. I don't feel accomplished. I don't feel anything. But unlike most people who sit here and whine, at least I am trying to do better, and I do acknowledge that I have a few things going for me, a few sparks as opposed to a flame. Let's just say that it's better to have a few sparks than no fire at all. So, in a sense, I'm, becoming angry at myself because I didn't amount to anything. I can't blame anyone particularly except myself. I mean, looking back at some of the things I've done, and the things I actually amounted to, I could have done more. But the problem is that I chose, just to play around with it, and I didn't get serious about it, and it really bothers me that I allowed myself that way. That's what you get with maturity, something that Christian Weston Chandler doesn't have, or any other jackass that just lays around and doesn't do anything. And that's why, all these millennials are wanting to have socialism, because they got craptacular college degrees in the way of gender studies, in the way of liberal arts majors that don't amount to anything, in the way of English majors that don't amount to anything, and they didn't even bother for once to get actual college degrees that amounted to anything like a STEM degree, or going into a trade like electrical work or obtaining plumbing or anything like an auto mechanic. It's just that there's a lot of jobs out there that people need, or construction, for example, but the problem is you got, or even law enforcement, problem is you got to deal with recession, and it's, one of those things that you got to worry about, in the way of the economy. I mean, I prefer to have it where I have something I can fall back on, but the problem with these damn millennials, my generation that I'm embarrassed to be part of, is that they just didn't even think ahead. They thought they were going to get these dream jobs, and they were getting, these damn liberal arts majors that don't even amount to anything, and now they're taking these jobs that barely pay minimum wage, and they're expecting the government to take care of them, and then they're turning to socialism because it's their fault that they got the craptacular degrees. I'm sure if you ask a millennial 9 times out of 10, and this is just a rough estimate, they'll tell you that they got an English major, a gender studies major, race relations, or, any kind of degree that was a liberal arts major that didn't amount to anything. And now they're paying the price because of crippling college debt. And the problem is that they can't find anything that could sustain them in the way of these good paying jobs. And the problem is they don't have the right qualifications, hoping instead that the government will take care of them because it's their fault that they got craptacular degrees in fields that there's no future in. And now they're paying the price because these cool jobs in the way of STEM and science and everything they can't get. Now, I'm part of that group too because I got a history major, a 2-year history major. It took me 4.5 years because I played around too much, and I thought college was like an addition, like high school in a sense. But the problem is that I was too young, dumb, and stupid and immature at the time. And now, looking back on that event, I was 19 when I first went to college. I am now 34. Let's see, maybe that was like 14 years. 15 years ago, looking back, 15 years experience, I'm like, damn, why did I do this kind of crap? What was I doing playing around with this? And more importantly, why the hell did I get such a stupid major in history that there's no future in, and that there's nothing that can actually sustain me later on in life? And at the urging of a friend, I went and got myself a security license because it was all I could get, all I could do, and it didn't take a long time, to obtain the licensing needed to be security. Although, I struggled for a while, I still do struggle every now and then. It's just that, I really want something more out of life, and there's great, wondrous, extraordinary things I want to do, and a lot of other extraordinarily awesome things in life that I really hope to obtain. But the problem is that I'm not getting any younger, number one. That's a shocker to anyone. That's a sarcastic, by the way. And number two is that I don't feel as though I'm ever going to do it. And I really don't want to say never, because they say never, but the problem is with me is that I just don't feel I'm going to succeed, and I want to succeed, but I really don't have what it takes. The cool stuff I want to do is, just so far-fetched. I want to be realistic in everything, but for once, I gotta understand, I gotta realize that life doesn't just fall into my lap and these random chances and everything, and things like that. I mean, I really wish that hopefully Thunderfoot will watch this video, and I respect Thunderfoot even though he is an atheist or a pluralist as he calls himself, and I am a Christian. I respect the man for his devotion to science, and if he could help me out in something that is a science-related thing that is easy to learn, easy to get into, to satisfy that need, I'd like to know what it is, and hopefully people can pass the word around. It would mean a lot to me, because for once I've started getting in the science buzz, and I'm basically wanting, hopefully it's not a 9-day wonder where it just fizzes out after a week or two, and I really don't want that, because in the sense that I don't want it to fizz out. I want it to be something that's obsessive and something that just gets to me, and it's just, one of those things that I really need to know. I don't like sitting around amounting to nothing. I want to do something with my life before I end up 40 years old, a fat, balding idiot with nothing better to do than to sit around as some washed up could have been, knowing that he's got nothing going for him. Of course, I'm referring to myself, because I really want to do more than just sit around and lay around. I want to do more with my life. I'm 34, I'll be 34 this year, and I really want something out of my life, and I just don't like how my life has turned out. I've got 6 years to make something of my life before I turn 40 and end up being unable to do the things I want to do because I'm either too old or past my prime, in the sense that I don't have anything going for me. Like I said, I'm 33 as of this moment, but I'll be turning 34 in a few months, and it really bothers me because I really don't know how my life is going to turn out in a few years. Now, in my 20s, I was dreading turning 30 because I didn't have anything in the way of a job skill, but I now do because I work security. But the thing is, I still don't feel satisfied in my overall well-being of life, and I really need something. I really need something I can get into right away. Something good. Something that can say, okay, you take this little test, boom, you're good to get in. Everything's all good. I know a lot of people, you may not have seen me, I'm looking a lot healthier now, but I am, in some instances, showing my age. And I really would appreciate it if people would actually, say to me, hey, Lord Shadrach, here's something that you can do. You want to get into a science-related field. Here's something that you can do. Just takes a few months. Take this test, blah, 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 or something of that nature, so I can get in and do what needs to be done. I mean, I really would like something. Is there anything out there? Please let me know. Please let me know. Please tell me. I really would like to know, and it would be most appreciative. I mean, it just really would be the best thing for me. I don't want to lay around and amount to nothing. I mean, I've worked, in the field that I'm in now, and I like it. I just want something more in life. I don't want to sit around all day and just say that what I could have been and what I would have been or should have been or could have been. I really need something now. To illustrate how serious I am, I wouldn't be getting on YouTube and asking any YouTubers out there for any help in this matter. I really need something now that I can get maybe 6 months or a year, and I can just say, okay, I got the credentials, good, I'm good to go. Is there anyone out there that can offer me any assistance? Please drop a comment, even Thunderfoot if you want to say something, or DPR Jones, you know. I mean, those guys are science-related individuals. I mean, and I'm a Christian, which is ironic, but I do respect those guys for their love of science. And unless there's some Christians out there that want to, say something or anything, it's not about religion. It's not about religion. It's not about atheism. It's not about left-wing, right-wing politics. I don't care what your politics are. I don't care about your religion. I don't care about anything. I just need something that can improve my life overall in the way of job skills. And it would mean a lot to me. Anyways, this is Lord Shadrach, and I really hope that somebody out there is listening. Thank you.